Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 here, bringing you another COH2 replay, brought to you by Skip Now Forever Hold Your Peace, Raw Weapons, thank you so very much, and Arnie submitted, I guess is with him as well as OKW. Lower rank, looks like the Allies have a higher chance of winning with a Soviet and a British player. They're on Alliance of Defiance, a 2v2 map, so we'll see how this goes. Remember, you can submit your own replay via my Gmail or my Facebook. Submit to me. Just submit the replay. Pretty much a short description. Make sure you include your name and don't include AI unless it's at the very end and someone quits, because you know that happens. And do not send me any modded or any types of those games. Just straight up normal replays. Awesome, thank you. In any case, I also want to thank my Patreon supporters like Ace, Tim, Leo, Joey, and let's see who else. Forgetting one other. Oh, Nick. Thank you, Nick, for your awesome support. Now and apparently, I'm sorry. I actually just got a message. Let me double check. Jose, I want to say yes. Thank you so much for your awesome support. Literally, I love it how I literally were about to start this and I checked my messages like, oh, I got a new Patreon supporter. Awesome. And they get basic stuff like me calling out their name and my content a week early, so it's nice. Meanwhile, you can see here Storm Pioneers opening fire with some conscripts inside the building with multiple windows, so they're in a pretty decent situation. Not as many as I would like. They only have two. They have a couple more on this side, but they're opening fire on these Storm Pioneers, which are doing exactly what they need to do and currently holding this spot and keeping the enemy at bay. Right now, Arnie currently has the First Storm Doctrine, so expect a lot of infantry support weaponry with fire coming from support guns. Nice upgrades for your Volk squads, and, well, a nice flamethrower tank. Overall, pretty good. My only thing I don't like is the Oboe Blitz truck. I don't like this thing. I know it's really just a transport, but I don't care for it that much. MG seems to be doing a pretty good job at opening fire and holding down that position. Right now, conscripts still holding, but additional Volk squads moving on up. Volk squads can easily flank this way. Nice little route. Right now in mid, we have a lot of British infantry and an MG currently holding this sector. Looks like over here, we're weapons trying to lock it down. Let's see how well that goes.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
Oh, new infantry section, huh? So we got 3 squads of infantry versus how many Volk squads? 3 and down 1 Sturm. MG's opening fire, so actually I think they're going to lose and be pushed back. At least that's what I would assume. Because again, they usually have supremacy. Now there is a Volk squad hanging in the back. They could flank and knock out the MG, but right now with so few men, we'll see how... Oh, no, wait, he's in the building, so he is in heavy cover. Even with the Vickers, it's going to take some time. So if he moves up now, which is exactly what he's doing, he might be able to neutralize that Vickers machine gun. It looks like he is focusing fire. That other infantry section got pulled back, so right now it's only 1 infantry section here, and MG being replaced, an infantry section over here. Unfortunately, bad placement by the Vickers, allowing for this Volk squad to easily flank and neutralize that MG. Most likely they're going to either have to fall back, or is there any additional squads coming up? Nope. No, they're going to have to fall back the Volk squad. Damn it, that was enough of a flank that almost worked. The Volk squads over here should have been able to knock out the infantry section because it's out of cover and kind of not firing as fast as they can. Infantry section, remember, has to be in cover, both yellow or green, aka soft or heavy cover, for it to fire faster and be a better unit. Right now, we have a double Sturm Pioneer squad moving on in, which should easily be able to knock out these squads. Unfortunately, for the British, Volk squad did the trick, held inside as long as they could, and allowed for reinforcements to come in and pretty much help wreck a lot of these forces. Now, unfortunately, the British infantry, which seem to be acting like God. You saw the guy like floating there. I love the default animation it goes to. For those who don't know, a lot of modeling in games such as this or Call of Duty, Halo, whatever it is, the default position is that like kind of Christ hanging position. So that way they of course can get texture details and everything everywhere they need to, and then change the animation and change the movement from that base area. Again, you don't see it unless the game glitches, but it glitches with that. Also, it glitches with almost forgotten quite a bit. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, Arnie, which also, let me get the enemy team, Destiny and Unclear. Yeah. Looks like Andy's doing a pretty damn good job pushing on in. We have some support weapons with the mortar. The MG got pulled back as well. They haven't captured this point, which is a little bit astounding. They're so busy focusing on Andy that they really haven't done that. Molotov cocktail maybe went out. No, I'm sorry. No, they threw the Volk squad. So, I'm sorry. this unit, or a similar unit, threw the fire grenade down to try to push him back. So if it wasn't him, I'm going to assume it was a retreating unit, because I don't see any incendiary flame grenades there, and that would probably do exactly that. Looks like we have a bunch of British infantry moving on up, and they seem to be holding just fine against that. They're moving, and they have more than enough squads that most likely this Volk squad is going to be overwhelmed, unless it throws a fire grenade. But the health on that's being drained so quickly, they're going to have to be pulled back. Volk squad's in defensive mode, and I like how he's going back in the building like, here we go again. But, no, looks like they're doing a damn good job of holding this position. Right now, we have a medical going down at base, and it's not a bad idea. This map is not very big, so the medical being protected in the base, and at least you won't have to worry about call-in artillery or abilities or an airstrike hitting that medical. All you have to do is use the medical to essentially heal. Now, of course, you have to worry about long-range artillery, such as... Oh, yeah, here we go. He has the 152, or... Yeah, that's about it. Unless he goes guards rifle, combined arm tactics, use artillery to focus here, they should be fine. Looks like we have a Beaufort going down. Very interesting. Maybe a fire grenade being thrown. Looks like he snuck around like, I'm not going to go on the defensive. I'm going to go on the offensive. He's, like, was it Oda? Oh, God. Oga... Oh, boy, I forget his last name. But essentially, he's a... Oh, man, that poor Volk squad. And once again, he goes into the like... Jesus or Poltergeist position or something, like a ghost. Looks like they might be able to kill the Royal Engineer squad before that thing is placed. And that'll delay the Beaufort going down. Nice job. Focusing fire on the unit that, well, is the weakest and would delay the large, very powerful, and very annoying emplacement unit from destroying your men. Unfortunately, it looks like the British infantry are falling back. They destroyed it, and they're going to fall back the entire infantry line. That sucks for him. Unfortunately, it looks like, for the time being, royal weapons will hold the time. Anyways, I'm thinking of the Oda commander of the samurai that literally attacked 25,000 men with 2,000 men and was able to win the battle. Highly recommend Extra Histories series on the... Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm going to mess up the name. Oh, God, what is it called? Let's see, we have a nice Volk squad going out here. The Joku Sedai, I think it's called. Anyway, it's the time of the warring samurai between 15 and 1600. Nice mine, by the way. Getting him on the retreat, almost killing the commando. And again, he went commando because he can deploy it. So we have mobile assault. So short-range artillery with some good infantry support. And Unclear has some long-range artillery with infantry support. And some decent... medium anti-armor, anti-tank with the KV-1 and the guards. Guards can be very effective if used correctly, but again, it takes a really good commander. We'll see if he can use it. Nice job with the Volk squad, and he equipped with the SUG-44 to keep the fire, while again, maybe these guys over here. Nope, he has no other men. That could be equipped with these, the assault package, which is fine, but instead of getting fire, you get high explosive and the smoke, which is good. Again, that's great for busting through enemy positions, which unfortunately the OKW have a harder time with. The OKW are great for like defensive play a lot of the time, in terms of all the with SUG-44's close range, close combat, and again, Storm Pioneer same way. MG-34 again. If you can get vetted up pretty good, and for great for sneak attacks, not really great for going on offensives unless you're really good at micro and can navigate that enemy territory. And if you can hold on long enough, you get the king and everything, you bust on through. What they suck early game, they excel late game. Meanwhile, it looks like they're doing just that, while they're still holding this area with everything they have. And I love how they decap this territory. So right now, the allies are not getting anything. Right now, what, again, 10 fuel, 26. 42, 16. Now, on the counterpoint, the OKW can't put down fuel caches, so that could be a big disadvantage for them in terms of long-term survivability if they start losing a lot of resources. But it looks like they're still holding the front line and capturing majority of the points, which is awesome. Meanwhile, more teams coming in. Repositioning, not a bad idea. Keep that thing mobile so the enemy can't deduce where it is. And also grab the point, which is pretty smart. This guy's charging in, which is a bad idea. I get what you're trying to do, but it's just not going to work. Nice fire grenade, but he's just probably going to walk out without really suffering any damage. Oh, no, he's actually suffered some major damage. And the mortar almost came in to actually kill his men. Wonderful. Volk squad still holding the line. Additional units are coming on up. We have a truck going down. I'm assuming he's going to put a Panzer headquarters here, most likely to kind of lock down this territory to make sure they can't advance any more further. Okay, putting it there, that could be interesting. You could easily get an S-285 to hit it, but let's see what are we getting. And with the Panzer, well, yep, with the flak gun in the back, you got a Panzer headquarters, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, this half-track has been deployed. Interesting strategy. Usually I don't see the half-track all that much, and right now it seems like there's an AT gun on the left. Does Destiny have an AT gun? He has Piats, so it looks like he's preparing for counterattack. Half-track is kind of moving up. We'll see how well this thing does. Right now I'm very concerned because you figure this thing is probably going to die pretty quick. That being said, it is an anti-air gun, so you can use it pretty effectively against the Sturmvik strikes that will most likely come in from unclear very soon. You have a lot of British infantry, and it looks like they upgraded it with both the upgraded weapons with a weapon rack and also with extra men, so then it has 5. Could be a big issue. Now, Piats looks like they're out of range right now, so they're going to be unable to really fire on this thing. But the flak is going to keep hitting that building and kind of doing a lot. It's actually slowly killing them. Now, nice job all coming through the same door, so the flak gun is able to do a little bit of damage. Piat probably opening fire now, but misses the target, actually hitting the Sturm Pioneer squad, which was definitely not probably what he intended to do. I always find it funny. There's a tank coming around the corner, but the guy tells his Panzer Grenadiers to open fire on the goddamn what is it called? On the infantry around it, and the Panzer strikes fire on that, and it takes like 10 seconds from the reload and fire on the armor. It gives that armor just enough time to maybe counter and knock out that infantry. So that's pretty swell. Let's see. Meanwhile, we have Panzer Fusiliers moving on up, playing defense. We have a half-track moving on up, playing defense. So, very interesting indeed. Alright, so yeah, G43s. Oh, this could be a good grenade. Ah, nope. Just missed the target. Oh, well. Again, I love it when that, again, for those who don't know, Fog of War, so we couldn't see that unit from that perspective, but it's always that nice feeling of, like, you trying to get that sneaky grenade through while they can't see you. That's pretty awesome. Meanwhile, it looks like Commandos captured some territory, but they're going to recap it most likely with the MG? No? MG's just walking away. Huh. I would definitely want to capture that if I was him. Yeah, it's just me. Let's see. Meanwhile, we have Sturm Pioneer squads just holding the territory, not very long. Oh boy, half-track barely alive. Gonna need to heal. And actually, look, we have a lot of men. Unclear is kind of refocusing his line. They have a lot of infantry right now, and this could be very good as long as the Axis don't deploy arm. Oh, nope, they have a Panzer IV, but once again, they have a lot of guard troops. You have AT grenades. You do not have AT grenades. You have an AT gun, but no AT grenades. PPSHs and guard troops are pushing on in. Volk squads playing defensive, just trying to hold. Row weapons went breakthrough. This could be good for long-range combat in mid. Now, Star Artillery can be good for breaking up enemy positions, so could go well. Could go very, very well. Oh, and speaking of things going well, once again, Netflix is like just showing off. I literally just watched the Lost in Space trailer, and oh my god, I am shocked by how good that TV show looks, because it's like, wow, that looks better than movies. That looks way better than an example. Example of a movie that looks way better than would be Cloverfield Paradox. Like, easily. Like, I said it had good effects, but goddamn, looks a lot better than that. But very excited for that. Also, then, like, Jessica Jones is coming out. Unfortunate events, and now I have a couple anime guys who are like, you need to check out, like, B for something, and a couple other anime. That being said, this is the same. Some of them I am very hesitant to because I keep being recommended High School DxD, and yes, I know what that is, but I'm like, I really I really don't want to watch this because if just Google High School DxD with a safe content filter on, and even with that, you'll be like, oh, why? Why Greyshot? Why? But that being said, apparently it's a good show, so I'll have to check it out. Anyway, it looks like the infantry section did a pretty damn good job actually holding back row weapons for a change with some nice weapons. The sport weapons, frontline combat. Again, has a lot of really good infantry. Panzer IV being pushed back. We have guards just trying to pick them off. Piat's now opening fire as well. Looks like actually getting some good hits on the Panzer IV. A lot of Volk squads trying to hold them back. We have some type of artillery smoke going in, but that's kind of a waste because maybe he's just trying to keep them back, but base artillery is going to start raining down. Do you have your own armor moving in? You do not. At least not anytime soon. Unclear doesn't... Well, okay, so he could make the next base, which I'm assuming he's going to do once he has enough manpower, because this thing is back. I love how this thing is tilted. It's just like, okay. Looks like they're putting a Boffer in mid. Artillery's coming down. Let's see. Is that half-track still... Half-track is still alive with 5 kills. Okay. So right now, that and... Hold on. Is Panzer IV the only things holding back the enemy? Well, best of luck, man. Best of luck. Right now, the Allies are doing a hell of a job counterattacking with their infantry. They are slightly edging out the Axis, but if that Panzer IV can keep doing that easily one-shot, two-shot, kind of pick off a squad here or there type movement, it should be fine. That being said, if he loses it, that's going to definitely hurt the OKW quite a bit. It looks like those Guards troops are doing a heck of a job just opening fire and getting some actually pretty damn good shots on it. So very nice job on that. Nice job also with the searchlight, because now they can detect enemy positions and kind of prepare for that counterattack. One thing also note is Unclear keeping his units alive, especially for a Soviet player. He has a lot of vetted troops right now. So Destiny has a decent amount. Arnie has a lot actually as well, with Volk squads doing pretty well. And Row Weapons, probably the least veteran of all the different groups, but still doing pretty damn well. Nice job with the Sturm Pioneers moving up on commandos. Once again, Sturm Pioneers are good close range, even with Panzerschrecks. They have enough men; they can definitely do the job. They're not Panzer Grenadiers, where 2 Panzerschrecks are taken, then it kind of really does limit the effectiveness of it. But in any case, let's see how things go. We have a defensive line over here. So very interesting to see how that goes. Let's see. Oh boy. They're just being torn apart. Oh, now we have artillery flares, so yeah, they're going to fall back. Allies doing a hell of a job on defense. Now they just need to get the armor to kind of back it up, because I don't think that's going to keep working. Where's your fort assembly? Okay, it's over here. So it's actually healing guys over here, which is smart. Now they can just keep reinforcing a lot of these Soviet players, or forces on the left, and keep them going. Boffer opening fire, pushing back the Sturm Pioneer squad in mid. Half-track just... I actually have no idea what it's doing. I guess just kind of going out there and trying to get a kill. Sure. The AT gun's positioned like it knows it's over there, so very curious to see how they're going to deal with that. Panzer IV up to... Wow, okay, 13 kills, not too shabby. Unclear just got some type of upgrade. What are you making? Oh, you're placing down mines. Okay, not bad. Again, pretty smart. Make sure that mines are placed so you can hold back the enemy. Again, probably don't stand on said mine, otherwise you're going to blow up. The Hetzer, the Flame Hetzer is being deployed, which is pretty good. I would say that is definitely effective at neutralizing infantry, and right now you're focusing a lot on, well, fighting infantry. So yeah, I can see that being effective. Right now, as long as the British or Soviet don't bring out heavy anti-tank, such as an Su-85 or a Firefly or even a Churchill with its survivability, or a Comet, the Axis should be relatively fine and keep going, being able to go toe-to-toe. Oh, now with the Panther, definitely. But it's going to really depend. If the Allies, which, by the way, should really start getting some additional well, I don't know. Maybe anti-Firefly. I guess more of all-purpose vehicles. Maybe save up for a Churchill. and have your infantry kind of be supported. And I say the Churchill because you could be like Greyshot. That doesn't do well against Panther. You're right, but it can take the shots while the infantry just fire all the Piats and open fire. It's like, sure, it doesn't need to necessarily be able to kill it, but let's just let everything else do the killing. Meanwhile, massive assault on the left. Volk squad's being pinned, but the infantry just swarming on up. We have some type of airstrike coming in, which would be a Sturmovik strike. It's coming right down in. Oh boy. They're just opening fire. Doing a hell of a job. Rocket artillery also coming in. That is a scary line indeed. Artillery's just coming on in. Barely holding out. They have oh shit. Oh shit! Okay. Half-track did work. Just kind of made him crash over here. I think it knocked out a couple squad members. Also, Panzer Quarter is doing a good job at just also holding back the enemy. Armor is taking some hits, but infantry definitely taking more of a beating. And that's going to cost more manpower to kind of keep that thing healed up and ready to go. Tanks still, though, holding on out and providing some just long-range support. Piats have a harder time firing long-range, so the Panther can keep getting a couple nice shots in. It's a very nice job on that. Katusha, did you get any kills off that? You got 4. Okay, so not too bad, but I don't know. Let's see. Overall, it looks like it's pretty even of a match. The Allies are just kind of locked down in mid. Oh, nice AT gun hit. It's like, cool, I can get a free shot on a Panther on its side armor. That's awesome. But in any case, AT gun standby as well. We have some base artillery coming in just to keep the enemy back, but looks like they're pushing hard left. Good idea, because if they're focused so much on the right and mid, I'm sorry, well, it's mostly mid. And try to push through here. It's kind of like, I don't know if anyone has played the game Ark, but in Ark you can make these massive superstructures, and that's guarded by turrets, both plant and machine gun. You have animals on defense and all this other stuff. But it's always the goal of, like, it's like a puzzle. It's like, how do I get into this base? And you can, like, try different tactics and motives. Like, literally there was a guy who, I love this. He would just cart dinosaurs over, and this enemy base just had it firing on anything that came close, but they had, like, barriers to keep animals away. He just kept doing that to keep learn animals, and eventually learned a Titano to the base and pissed off the Titano, or the base did, and this gigantic dinosaur that's literally unstoppable just came into the base and just started wrecking house. And they came back into their game because the server's constantly running, and they're like, what is going on? Anyway, meanwhile, Volk Squad's taking some casualties, but looks like they're pushing back the Firefly pretty damn well, which Firefly also needs some nice shots on the armor, respectively the Panther. Half-track, up to 2 stars now. Being very cautious. We have an AT gun, though, on standby. This could be very bad for it. They're trying to move it on up for anti-infantry support. AT gun, I don't know why he's not firing on it. Maybe it just doesn't have the right angle with the what's it called? The fence right there. But with the mattress now opening fire, we have close-range artillery pushing back a lot of the infantry in this sector. Fortunately, we are losing some veteran troops on all sides. Oh, definitely infantry section. Oh, boy. Firefly kind of healing on the front. Probably want to pull that thing back a little bit. Axis just constantly testing this region, just trying to push up. Now, the Allies are losing their fuel, which is going to hurt, but the Axis aren't doing much better in terms of fuel, and also they are continuing to hold a star. So right now they're putting a lot of pressure on the Allies, so that way they can hopefully win this game. But we'll see how well that goes. Right now with the half-tracks over there, just barely holding on. We have some more artillery coming in. Doing a little bit of damage, I would say. Fire coming down, Beasley burning away that MG. Now Royal Weapons, what do you have? You have, okay, so, yep, you definitely have the least veteran of like, yeah, definitely the least veterancy, I guess, army group. But that being said, you still have a decent army. You can still go toe-to-toe. Ooh, poor man. Poor guy. A nice idea, like, stop the enemy from capturing that MG. Just take it. I know it's a Vickers, and he probably could use it for himself, but he's like, I don't need it, and I'm going to make sure the enemy can't use it. That's, again, going to cost him 280 more manpower to get it. Meanwhile, Panzer 4 and a half-track, once again, up to almost 3 stars. Oh, no, he'll get 3. Well, no, barely not able to get 3 stars. You have somewhat of a charge over here, which might be a mistake. AT gun opening fire on the Panzer IV. AT gun being burned alive by the Flamehetzer. Just trying to hold that thing back. Oh, so close to killing this stuff. Very, very close. Looks like we have a bunch of infantry moving in mid. We have a nice grenade going off, but a better grenade going off over here, getting some more infantry section. These guys are just going to walk on back. Artillery is also coming in. Once again, he keeps dropping this artillery. I'm not exactly sure why. That's, I don't know. I feel like that artillery itself is not great. This would be a good spot to already... We have a close range mattress that's kind of missing the point. I think he, like, rapidly deployed that in an effort to, like, okay, we need to take this position, but I feel like it's just not to be as much. Unfortunately, this building's not going to last with all the artillery fire, and wow, that match is just blowing everything to Kingdom Come. But that being said, it is a very weak and vulnerable unit that's also very slow, so you have to watch out for that. Like how the half-track's on standby, because I'm assuming he's waiting for the Stormwing strike to come in. And to be fair, I would also be waiting. But that mattress did do a ton of damage to Royal Weapons units, although he has a lot of men, the most men on the Axis side. Even though the Axis are still technically down, they're doing rather well. Allies pushing on in. Firefly trying to move on up. AT gun trying to hit the half-track. Not a bad idea, using smoke to back on out, so he doesn't have to worry. Panther just trying to hold the Firefly way too deep and might lose it. Nope, able to escape. Panther now also pushing up half-track. Still providing supportive fire on the flank. Oh, shoot. Nope, there it goes. With a nice Panzer Strike shot from the 3-star Stern Pioneer squad. Good flank. So there's something coming down over here. What is... So you have the artillery hitting this region? Okay, weird. I guess their idea is try to break up the Axis armor. But right now the Axis kind of gain a small lead with the additional armor support they've been getting. And now they also got the Stuka over here. They have additional infantry. And that Katusha, I feel like, would have been better for you waiting for the blob. Because you know this guy's kind of moving his men together. If he would have saw that, he could have called it down and neutralized all this in one good hit. Now he is calling in the Sternvik strike again, but once again with the 3-star unit right there, I don't think it's going to work. So they're being torn apart. Alright, are they going to hit over here again? No plane crashing? Oh, there it goes. Oh, hurt the AT gun. Oh, Jesus! Alright, there goes 4 men from that British infantry squad. And a little bit of help from that squad. I like how that Sternvik strike is doing as much damage to the Allies as it is to the Axis. That's hilarious. That's a round of applause in my book. But that being said, the Allies are taking some heavy casualties, while the Allies are still holding the point. They are in a more of a desperate situation than the Axis, in my opinion. Again, hindsight's 20/20, but it looks like the Allies have been losing a lot more in terms of armor, with the Firefly being removed and now unclear, not really having a lot of, well, how do I put this kindly? Just not doing as well with their Katusha. Like, it has 8 kills, great, but there have been multiple times I can see more. At least the howitzers at least vettering up and are being a lot better in sea, and they are using a lot of artillery to break this position up, which is not a bad idea. Use everything you can to bust those positions so they can't call in additional Panthers, Stukas, you name it, from these 2 buildings. Panthers trying to go in to help out, but AT guns are still holding a defensive line. It looks like we have a support gun opening fire, maybe? Is that a support gun? Yeah, we have a support gun. Okay, from Royal Weapon, not Arnie, who has the fire ability. No, because that would actually be slightly more effective. Looks like the Katusha finally coming in, actually needs some good hits, pushing them back. Unfortunately, his Panzer headquarters building is still holding back the infantry section in the region. 4-star Stern Pioneers, very nice, along with Volk. And Panzer Fusiliers trying to hold the line. Stuka looks like prepping the fire. If I had to guess, they're going to hit this region. We shall see. Maybe the... Oh, yep. It's trying to Katusha. Didn't do as much as I wanted to, but it did almost knock out the Boffer, which should be easily neutralized by the support gun. It just keeps firing in the region. Look, they're still holding a lot of the key points and pushing the Axis down. So they have that. Su-85 and AT gun kind of moving on up. Which, I don't know why this thing moved up so much, but this is going to be a mistake. Do you have anything backing up? You have these guys. Okay, this thing's going to die. You fucked up. You should have not pulled this thing up. Now, he only has a Flame Hetzer, which is fine, and a Panzer IV. But unfortunately, Panzer IV can still do a whole lot of damage. And now he brings up the guard a little bit late. And in case you're wondering why he didn't pull up the ones on the right, well, they're having their own problems with Royal Weapons just kind of pushing out on this flank. Also, Half-Track still alive and kicking. Finding some support of fire, getting a beautiful shot on that Katusha, knocking out a lot of support. And with all those hits, I feel like the Allies are pretty much down and out. On the left-hand side, we have the Flame Hetzer moving on up. Another Stormvik strike, trying to hold on. Well, trying to help the Allies hold on to this point. But I wonder how quickly it's going to be until those things are shot down. Oh, there goes one. Second one coming in. Come on. Nope, it doesn't get shot down. Come on. Oh, the half-track's being redeployed. That's why. It's like, hey, give me a second. And it instantly shot down over here. Damn, that thing's effective. And now the 4 stars. Go half-track. So, Flame Hetzer moving on in now. Vet 2, which allows for speed and rotation. Okay, not bad. Burning up the AT gun quite a bit. That's going to pull back. Barely alive as is. We have the half-track still over here providing some support. Can we get the 5-star? Can we please get a 5-star? Oh my god, the fire. They didn't move. They just repositioned it, so the fire is still effective in that area. So the half-track is able to escape unharmed. We got a nice super coming in. Moving a lot more infantry. And right now the Allies are pretty much down on all fronts. They together have an army the size of Arnie. And then they have to fight 2 armies. Essentially, they're fighting enemies twice their number, and still trying to hold still trying to keep the ground furthest from them. And at this, oh wow, okay, you should have retreated that. At this point, you guys should have probably fell back a little bit for more of a defensive line. Artillery's coming in. Oh wow. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, okay then. Hetzer opening fire, doing quite a bit. Folk squad's just hanging in there. Capturing the point and the victory point, which is very important because the Axis are actually quite a bit down right now. All the bombs are coming on that point right now. From Stuka bombs to Stuka direct strikes, pretty much everything. Hetzer is still doing quite a bit of damage. We have a half-track. Can we get the Vet 5? Please, can we just get this thing to Vet 5? Oh, he's going to fire on this? Oh, that would be amazing if fired on over here. Oh, come on, Vet 5. Ah, so close. Oh, it's hitting the base. We still may get it. SU-85 just trying to get a long-range shot on these guys. But once again, Vet 3 and a Panther. So you're going to need a lot more than that. Guard troops could button it to allow for a free shot. Half-track coming in. And what's... Okay, he's probably going to provide supportive fire? What are you doing? Oh, he dropped smoke. Okay, he dropped smoke and have to save it. That's actually pretty smart. Unfortunately, we have a lot of infantry coming down here. I think that half-track might be fucked. Come on, half-track. No, the pathfinding. Why are you going backward? Yeah, that's pathfinding. That's a pathfinding issue. Unfortunately, he tried. He tried. Unfortunately, we didn't get a 5-star half-track. Oh, well. Stern Pioneers capture the point. Panther is still getting some nice shots. Unfortunately, it did get incapacitated, but can we get one final shot on that thing? Yes, we did. Stern Pioneers, you know what you have to do. Come on. Ah, damn it. And SU-85 lives. And bombs come in, do a little bit of damage. Not that much, but just enough to help the front infantry annihilate the infantry section and take the point. Right now, unfortunately, it looks like they still have a decent amount of men, but not as many as they used to. They have a Firefly kind of rolling in, but yeah, it's not going to be enough. This Hetzer's also burning everything in its way. So, with that, even though it's still pretty damn close, unfortunately, it looks like the Allies may surrender at this point. Which, I don't know. I'm currently looking at what they have, and actually have a decent number. They just need to... Oh, wait, no. Here comes the Star Artillery. Hold on. Let's see how they do after the Star Artillery's done. Nope. Okay, never mind. They are losing quite a bit from their artillery and the frontline push. This Firefly just gave up. Jesus. Yeah, there's not much they can do. And they're pushing all their men. Yep, no, it's GG. Never mind. I'm like, maybe they have a chance. And then the artillery comes down, and then literally they all charge in a desperate gamble that doesn't pay off. And yeah. Overall, again, the Allies had some great infantry. I just wish their armor play was better. Row Weapons had a great supportive half-track and some good plays with his armor. Same thing with Arnie. And Arnie did some great assaults, and as we can see here, got most damage and kills. With his men, he did take a few more losses, but his Volk squads were just going in there and just wrecking house. Unclear. Looks like most damage and most kills. British infantry, I could see why they have more equipped Piats and stuff like that. And the Soviet had more artillery, kind of focusing on long range and the Katusha, which I think did more than the mattresses, which I can't even tell. Hold on, let me double check. So, yeah, mattress did about what? Okay, so around about 2,000. So as long as the Soviet player got more than that. Okay, we got 1,100 here, and okay, yeah. So they did not by much, but if you combine it, it's more than enough to have the Soviet players' artillery doing better. Row, what's your best? Okay, so you got the Panther and Arnie, I'm assuming Volk squads. 104 kills, Jesus Christ. Okay, nice job. And a Flamehetzer that killed your own men. What a way to go. But in any case, guys, it's going to be game. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you send those replays. But this has been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Joey, Ace, Lobo, Leo, Nick, and Tim. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock and help me do what I do. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.